Just very quickly, I'm just going to cover by super quick because I think the main element for us to talk about is the grow and the exit side. But for acquisitions, just the one thing I guess for you to have insight into is that acquisition, I feel, is one of the biggest opportunities for SMEs in Australia to add value, to grow more quickly than organic growth enables. So it's an opportunity that's out there for businesses. And I'll talk very quickly about the opportunities. So you have an opportunity, and in the book, and I'll give you a link later on for any systemologist to get a copy of the book for free, just paying the marketing. So I step through this in a lot of detail. So just, get the book, read through it, and I cover it in depth, but just really high level. Why would SMEs want to buy a business? To add clients and revenue, to add to their current service or product set so that they can upsell or cross-sell, and to access business value arbitrage. And just very quickly, what business value arbitrage means is the value of a business is generally based on a combination of the profit multiplied by a profit multiplier. So, and the multiplier of the profit, most business owners think, I'm going to build my business value by building profit. But the other way to build business value is by increasing the multiplier that's applied to the profit. Does that make sense? And I step it out in a table and with like figures so you can actually see in the book. But just really quickly, the concept of it is a bigger organization that is run more clean, with management in place, and with less reliance on the owner or founder or key staff for the connection to the value of the business, will get a higher multiple than a smaller business. Does that make sense? And business value arbitrage just essentially means if I'm a $1 million business and I have a 3 times multiple, my value is $3 million at sale. If I buy another $1 million business, so now you put these two businesses together, they're worth $6 million, but actually they're worth more than that, because a $2 million business will often have a higher multiple than a $1 million business. So you add them together and you get an exponential increase. That's a really simple way of explaining it. But these are the opportunities for our clients. But what's the importance of, or the relevance of systems in this, do you think? Does anyone have any idea of where systems become important, other than the process of buying is a system and all of those sorts of things?
Risk reduction.
100%. Well, and risk reduction in 2 ways. Whoops, I've gone too far. There we go. The relevance of systems. Risk reduction in 2 ways. Number one, there's no way a business wants to be going and acquiring another business and adding it in unless they're strong themselves. And what does that mean? They need systems and processes, all the things that I'll talk about in Grow. They need to be strong. They need the early warning signs in place. They need to ensure that they've got systems that prevent problems from occurring within their business. Because if you add another business, you're just going to amplify any weaknesses or problems that are already in the business. So that's the first thing. They need to be properly prepared. This is a massive opportunity, but not until a business is strong in the first place. But the second thing is that it does, however, provide an opportunity. If your clients have a really strong business, strong systems and processes, then if they go out into the market and buy a business with low systems and processes, and therefore a lower multiple, they have this opportunity to immediately bring an asset in and increase its value through the extrapolation of the systems and processes that you have in place at the moment. Does that make sense? It's like this massive opportunity. They've got to get their own ship in order first, but once they've got their own ship in order, there's so much opportunity to add even more value than a normal acquisition would if you're able to use your existing infrastructure of systems and processes to increase the performance and the value of that business that they've acquired. So I think that's just it's a thought piece. Maybe it's even useful in a marketing piece, and for you in terms of talking to your audience about that opportunity of systems and processes, because that is what makes a business strong. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Oh yeah, sorry, go for it.
I'll add to that as well, just as an idea for systemologists. Like, we talk about picking your niche and thinking about identifying joint venture partners. Like, the idea here is to think, well, who is out there educating people on how to purchase businesses? They would be a great person to potentially form a joint venture relationship with, try and talk to their audience and help. You might become the systems person in that community, because there's a huge amount of work for businesses that are looking to grow through acquisition, where they should really have a systemologist, on call, who can help them develop their own systems and then capture new systems in the new business they're acquiring quickly, to make sure that they extract that IP from those key team members and integrate their systems with the existing business systems. I think there's a lot of opportunity in there. So, and we haven't seen too many systemologists head down that path, but I definitely think there's an opportunity there to become a real specialist in that space.
Yeah, I totally agree, because it is so much work there's so much opportunity in acquisition, but there is a lot of work in that integration post acquisition that is driven in a major part by systems. I completely agree. I think there's so much opportunity there.